playtime. Hopefully we got some good ones that talk about food and actual experiences.
Last week, playtime was a little different.
Yeah.
It was a little all over the place.
This week we're going to go back on track.
Absolutely. A little violent. You want to take the first one away?
Yeah, I'll take the first one. Is it good?
Hit us with it. Absolutely.
All right. All right, the only good thing about this restaurant was our server. The hostess told us to wait would be over an hour, but as we waited, we noticed many people going in front of us and commenting they were so lucky that they only had to wait 30 minutes. They were like just a row of people just walking by this person going, "Oh, we only had to wait 30 minutes. Maybe you'll be lucky too." If that many people walk by, right? They said they only had to wait 30 minutes. That's who you're waiting for to get up.
That's pretty much
so
right.
It's definitely going to be an hour. They were seated before us, probably because they came before
They did come.
Most
right? Likely.
We asked the hostess how much time we had left to wait, and she rudely barked at us, saying we only had waited half an hour. So clearly we had a half an hour left to wait. All right, well, that hostess is rude.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, all right. I actually believe that.
That's right. It sounds like something.
She then proceeded to gossip about us with the other wait staff, and we overheard her rude comments about us. We waited our full quoted time of an hour and 15 minutes. We went to check with the hostess to see where we were in line, and said there were a few more people in line ahead of us. Once our number finally had been called, the hostess was very cold and led us to our table without saying a word. Well, I mean, you already caught her talking shit.
Completely. She was nothing else to say at this point.
Our waitress was managing several tables, so she was very busy, but she did a good job of attending to our needs early on. We ordered an appetizer to share between 3 people, and she brought out plates, of which 2 of the 3 were dirty, so we opted not to use them. That's a good opt.
That makes sense.
That's a smart opt.
I agree.
Our food came out relatively quickly, and as soon as the waitress walked away, one member of our party noticed that there was a hair on top of her dish. We all stopped eating and flagged the waitress down. She took the plate away to the kitchen and retrieved a fresh entree. Halfway through the meal, a second member of our party discovered eggshells in her breakfast. We once again let our waitress know, and she apologized profusely. The waitress compensated us for our poor experience, but unfortunately our visit was spoiled from the very beginning and kept getting increasingly worse.
All right. Woo.
All right, well, the waitress was good.
The waitress was good. And that was the plus for the restaurant.
Yeah.
The rest of it wasn't such a plus.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of it, the hostess probably was a bitch.
I mean, probably does talk shit about it, and they could hear it.
Hair in the food, eggshells in the eggs.
Not surprised. It happens.
That stuff happens.
It happens.
I mean, it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't.
Yeah, I'll go with the guest on this.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the guest, too.
Yeah, I'll go with the guest.
I mean, when you listen to the wait staff talk shit about you, and then you wait for that full hour and 15 minutes that you waited, I'm going to give you some credit. I'm going to give you some credit.
I'll give you some credit that you didn't ask to talk to a manager right
You held your composure. Because I'd have been like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, I'd be like,
come here for a second.
Yeah, come here for a second.
Come here.
Where's your boss?
That's right. I'm not going to snap. Just come here.
Dumbass.
Anything else? Shit.
I mean, like, you know what? F that place.
Okay.
Yeah. Our guest is right on that.
Absolutely.
What's the next one? That one's cut and dry.
Oh, that was quick.
I wish we had more of these.
That's right. Eggshells.
Eggshells. I wasn't on the guest side at the beginning,
extra
though.
calcium.
I'll tell you that much. You're complaining about your wait time.
The eggshells is extra calcium.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Oh. All right. Oh, this one has 2 pages.
Oh my! Oh, you got a 2-page one?
Oh, yeah. Well, it ends here.
Does it?
It does.
All right.
Woo! Blank in 2 words. Never again.
I always say blank in 2 words.
That's the
never
name of the
again.
place.
But then there's like 2 pages.
Yeah, they let us know all about this.
That's like false advertising right off the bat. I
said, please don't make the same mistake we did. Take your business elsewhere. We waited nearly an hour for 4 appetizers. After after I asked the server, and I used the word loosely, to cancel the appetizers, quote unquote, because I assumed the entrees would be arriving any minute. 3 of the appetizers finally appeared. The 4th appetizer, a spinach salad, never did show up. Somehow, the kitchen was able to prepare 1 spinach salad for our table, but the second one was evidently too high a bar to clear.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
Maybe they ran out of spinach.
Maybe the server only rang in 1.
I'm gonna guess definitely the server probably only rang in 1. When the appetizers arrived, the manager assured me that the entrees were right behind them. He also looked at me in the eyes, and as it turned out, lied to me.
Well, at least they didn't look at any of the other parts, you know,
Lied to him.
because that would have been sexual harassment.
That's true. Saying that 1 entree, a grilled chicken salad in particular, was holding things up. But yeah, buddy. Oh, but those entrees would be out shortly. 3 of the 4 entrees arrived after another wait, but the grilled chicken salad also turned out to be too much a challenge for this establishment to get it right. It simply never arrived. The kicker was this policy statement from their website to ensure that we can honor your reservation in a timely manner. We have a 2-hour maximum seating time during the prime times. Deeply ironic when in those 2 hours we wasted at this establishment, this is a restaurant that couldn't actually serve 4 appetizers and 4 entrees to its patrons. To paraphrase,
this has been
they're
going
gonna
on
paraphrase
forever.
it now. To paraphrase, you can feed some people sometimes, because clearly they aren't doing it all the time. I have never written a review like this before.
No one has. No one has that much time to write a review this long.
But in 2 decades,
2 decades.
this person's been going out for a while. Huh?
Yeah, 2 decades.
In 2 decades,
They're not even old enough to drink.
of going to restaurants as an adult.
I should have waited.
That's right. I've never seen this service like this. 2 words offered by either the server or the manager at any point would have kept me from writing this review. For future reference, I'm sorry. Those are the 2 words. Goodness knows should be. So, they clearly had a shitty experience at this place where they'll never go again. And after 2 decades of going to restaurants, this person has chose to write a full-page review about missing meals.
I feel like this person's very educated because it's all like paragraphs.
It's all properly done out.
Or
There's commas and
if
shit.
I wrote the review,
It'd be
it
one
probably
wrong
would have been
one.
like 1 giant sentence.
That's right.
No periods and stuff like that.
It's definitely no run-on sentences. It's all written properly.
All right. So after hearing this novel of a complaint, I'm going to give you my view on it.
All right.
And that is, the restaurant sucks.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's a fucking spinach salad.
Spinach salad.
I'm sure it's not that hard to make. And it should have taken an hour. And also grilled chicken salad. Like,
Come on.
How bad do you have to be for a
Most
restaurant
likely pre-made.
that you're fucking that up?
Come on.
Right? All right. On the other hand, this person wrote a goddamn novel of a complaint.
They sure did.
And whereas we find this stuff usually pretty entertaining, I did not find this entertaining at all. So this guest, also a douche. I might have to do a 50-50 on this
Oh wow.
because I don't like either one.
Okay.
All right, I don't like the guest. Like, yeah, you had like down here it says
He
to
even looked him in
summarize,
the eyes.
right? You're gonna sit there and you're gonna summarize the 15 paragraphs you already wrote down, right? You're like the manager had to look you in the eyes. Like, where else is he supposed to look, right? Where else is he supposed to look at you? Like, you want him to look at you in the eye. It looks like that. If you ask me, the manager did the right thing.
I mean, like young
said,
Sniper said, he probably should have just said sorry.
I find it hard to believe that no one said sorry either.
That's no.
Right, honestly.
I will say though, I don't find it hard to believe no one said sorry.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you.
As we get further along into this, you'll see that I have more reviews from the same establishment.
Oh, are you serious? What are you picking on these goddamn places?
Picking the fuck out of their brains.
Yeah, Jesus.
And they do have some where they wrote back and like tried to apologize, but like they weren't really apologetic. It's pretty interesting. I'm gonna take the side of the guest.
What?
Absolutely.
What?
I don't think you should have to wait an hour for 4 appetizers.
Oh, I'm agreeing with that part, but I don't think that we had to wait and listen to you read for an hour this complaint. That's
he
it's
probably
fucking
wrote
long,
it the
dude.
same 2 hours he was sitting there, and he did a word a minute while he was sitting there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Says
I'm not giving any credit to the restaurant. Okay? My 50-50 is yes,
the
the
restaurant
restaurant is wrong. Okay? F this restaurant.
That's right.
The other 50% is F this guest for writing such so
I
long.
can't be mad at him for it.
I'm
He didn't
a
even
little
get a
mad about it.
response out of this.
I would. The manager probably fell asleep on the third paragraph.
He might have.
I almost fell
Shit.
asleep on the third paragraph.
You know, maybe because the manager remembered that he told them or she told them that their food was coming right out and it wasn't coming.
Maybe the manager remembered he actually did say, "I'm sorry," while looking right in the eyes.
He might have, but I doubt it.
It's like, oh, you don't remember me looking at your eyes, telling you, "I'm sorry."
And they use that word loosely.
Loosely. Well, I mean,
Appetizers and stuff are
I
coming.
guess we differ in views here.
Mhm.
I mean, normally I would give this 100% to the guest and say it's the restaurant's fault.
But the only reason why you're not is because of the long paragraph.
It's a long.
It's unfortunate.
It's too.
It's unfortunate.
It's too long.
The kicker is he was writing down, or she, or whoever did this, happened to be writing down some of what the policy states online for this establishment.
I will say this: the 2 hours during prime time. I agree with that. I agree with that. Because, the people that come in and actually have food, right? They don't stay for 2 hours.
They don't.
It's the people that come in and have drinks and share a fucking flatbread.
They stay.
They stay there
For
like
4 hours.
they don't have a house to go to, right?
5.
Yeah, like you know where you can go do that and they don't care.
Your
Starbucks.
backyard.
If Starbucks started
Starbucks
selling
does do
flatbreads,
That's right. They might be in a better
my
shape.
life might be easier. It might be easier. Give me the next one.
They definitely wasted their time at this establishment. Oh. Let's see. This is also from that establishment. Unless you want the longer one. Yeah, take a look.
All right, this one is 0 stars.
There's probably a reason for
All
it.
right. Do not do catering here. I've never experienced such a lack of professionalism and carelessness such as I have. The day before my event, after having numerous phone tag instances, they canceled my order. Instead of offering up a solution, what do I get? Oh, we were in training. We cannot seem to find your order, which I sent using the instructions from their website. Pretty much every excuse under the sun, so it's not their fault when it is. Most businesses would act like they care, but they pretty much blame me and went into the fine print of catering descriptions. Save yourself trouble and find another place. Response from the owner.
Here we go.
All right. We are sorry to hear you feel this way. Please note that the policy states
They're big on these policies at this place.
no order is considered accepted and confirmed until a response has been made and an invoice generated and settled. Unfortunately, at this time, we do not accept emailed inquiry as a proof or confirmation of an order. Additionally, Due to the high volume of already previous confirmed orders, your chosen order date was already filled. As explained to you by a member of our catering team, we would love to accept every order we receive, but unfortunately, that's simply not possible at this time. A member of our catering team offered to work with you if you could simply be slightly flexible on your time of pickup, as we'd like to accommodate as best we can. But unfortunately, that was not something you were willing to do. We apologize. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. If you would like to speak with someone directly, please reach out to us. I'm pretty sure that they did reach out.
I'm
to
sure.
You. It sounds like they reached out to you
a few times, actually.
Multiple times.
And you just didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah. This response is exactly what this person's complaining about.
Yeah, that's the funny part to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this place did itself no favors.
Zero.
Right.
This is the same place.
Here's
from
the
last
thing.
One.
Numerous phone tag instances, and then we cannot find your order, which I sent using the instructions from their website.
Sent with instructions.
Yeah. What does that say?
It says, when the fuck do we have a charity team?
Oh, is that what that word is?
I think that's what that word is.
All right.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm going to go with the guest.
100%?
No, not really. I don't really know what the problem was.
Yeah.
I mean...
The problem was this. The problem was that this person wanted to do
catering. Why are you giving it back? Like,
because
I read it all.
He was checking if he was doing 100% or not. This person wanted to do catering event.
I'm more inclined to believe the guest than I will this place.
Well, when you heard that review, it definitely was like, what the fuck?
Charting?
Okay. I don't know if we have
charting team?
I don't know if we have one of those.
All right.
Mm-hmm. That guest wanted to do their catering, and they put that in. I'm sure that they went probably a few days or a week or maybe 2 weeks in advance. Who knows? Maybe even longer, to try to make sure that they had their catering all taken care of for whatever event that they had scheduled. And because the establishment did not okay the order, this person was not actually in the system and able to receive their catering or pick it up or any of the above. So imagine what they had to do that day to get different food set up for whatever they had going on, because this place chose not to even pick up the phone and call him back.
But they were in training.
Yeah, that's why they didn't pick up the phone and call him back, because they were in training.
Yeah.
To figure out how to cater these events. But they also stated that that day was booked with a bunch of shit to do. And if he had just chose another time on that day, it's possible.
How would he supposed to choose it if he couldn't get a hold of anyone?
Reach him. That's right.
You can't get a hold of somebody. How do you expect it? Like, the response was just another excuse. And like, to say to reach out to us, this person tried to reach out to you numerous times. That's why I go 100% with the guest.
100%.
Hundo,
with the guest. I'm with you on that.
That's easy.
That
one's easy.
That's right. Now, that same place that's making excuses is the same one from the review before.
Oh, they can't even make salads. What do you expect?
That's right.
Can't even
so
make a
I
salad.
doubt that they said sorry to that motherfucker, because they barely wanted to say sorry to this one. Came up with excuses of how they're in training.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. That's a mess. That's a mess. Oh.